So make sure to join me using the chat. Okay. It's getting going on Amazon Live here. Whoops. Let's see. Alrighty. Let's see this now. How's it looking? Awesome. Excellent. Hi everybody, welcome. My name is Hailey Feldman, and this is My Chic Style live on Amazon Live every Tuesday and Friday at 12:15 p.m. I'm just going to join now from my Fire TV. Awesome, do a little sound check. I'm just going to join now. Sounds good. Awesome. Excellent. So here we go. Here we have it. As always, women's fashion and outfit styled live for you guys every Tuesday and every Friday, 12:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm your host, Hailey Feldman. Everything on the show is curated by yours truly here on Amazon Fashion Live. I have so many beautiful pieces for you guys here, and everything is available for you to kind of browse on the rack here. So use that chat and say hello. I know that you guys are super busy and you may not have time to be here on the entire show. We go for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So if you want to go backwards or forwards, let me know. I'm happy to do that for you guys and be agile on the move. Okay, so today, the Socialite wardrobe. I thought that was kind of fun. You guys know my background. I am from Oyster Bay, New York, and I just moved to St. Petersburg from Palm Beach, Florida. So would I consider myself a socialite? No, but do I have a lot of friends that are socialites? Yes, maybe back in the day when I used to be more social. Now I'm like, give me my amazing job here with you gals and an early bedtime, and I'm happy. So we do a lot of quiet luxury on this show, meaning understated elegance. And my specialty and what I focus on is how to look expensive on a budget, right? So everything here is under about $200, which I love as of today, and depending, of course, on your location and sizing and colors, but I've capped it at that. Because here's the thing. You don't have to spend $1 million to look like $1 million. Come to my show, and we'll style you head to toe, right? Always. So welcome to My Chic Style Live. I'm your host, Hailey. Use that chat, hit that follow button every Tuesday and Friday, women's fashion for you guys. I have a lot of educational pieces as well as some beautiful outfits. We're gonna do at least 10 outfits or more. As always, I love to make sure that you guys can check out with the whole look, and hopefully with prime shipping, you could wear it on this weekend, right? That's the beauty of Amazon Live. We love that. So I also have very petite friendly sizes available. So if you're like me, you're like under 5'3", this is a good show for you. Also, if you are anyone who just loves classic chic and timeless fashion, if you are a smart shopper or want to be an even smarter, more educated shopper, then this show is for you. So hit that follow button and you could get notified when I go live in the future. So I encourage you to use the chat. There's built-in styling that goes into the show, right? I do get paid to style women, but for you guys, you get to just show up here and get it for free. So any kind of event that you're going to, let me know, and I'll give you some tips, etc. All right, so look expensive without spending a fortune. That's what we do here. Also, we have a very capsule wardrobe mindset. And I'll go over all these pieces with you. I actually created this little dictionary here. Let's see if we could pull it up. I hope that reads well. So I love to go over key terms with you guys so that there's no confusion. And I advise you just like take a little screenshot, save it for later. These are terms that we discuss throughout the show, and I'm happy to answer any questions if you have them. But here's our little quiet luxury dictionary here. We love elevated basics, right? I'm a huge fan of Amazon Essentials. It's a great line. And of course, what is quiet luxury? That's the art of looking expensive without being too flashy, right? So think of Carolyn Kennedy, right? Tailored structure, things like this, right? Beautiful blouses that really flatter one's silhouette. And of course, monochrome. I'm rocking all navy right now. We'll get to that. Very easy way to look expensive without spending a fortune, right? Curated. Everything is carefully put together on this show by me. I am my own producer. I am my own lights, camera, tech, everything. That's what I do here, so it's all for you guys. Old money. This is that timeless classic style where you are pulling from traditional heritage brands but making them updated for today. You know, quiet wealth and not being overly logo-y, right? And capsule wardrobe. It's the anti-fast fashion, right? Curated, minimal wardrobe, easy to mix and match colors, always. And we could circle back to that, but take a little screenshot for later. It's just a nice little thing to have. Cool, so jumping right in to our first product. And again, we're gonna be doing a couple of outfit changes today. I'm just gonna make sure that you join on Amazon Live here so we could all chat. Great, thank you. Alrighty, cool, awesome. So we did an unboxing of this on my last show. If you were here on Tuesday, welcome back, hi. If not, welcome to my show. So happy to have my shoppers come more than once. I'd rather you become a repeat shopper, repeat show attender, then that's even more so important to me than, you know, buying. So, I mean, if you do both, that'd be great. So yeah, on Tuesday we did an unboxing. I literally opened this top straight from its shipping box, and it was really fun to do that. This is my second piece that I've bought this season from Vince. Here's why. Yes, this is on the splurgier side of things, but when we did this cowl neck top a few times already, and we're gonna do it again on this show. It's tagged further down on the carousel. But this top just fit well, feels great. I love the material, I love the look, the sizing fits me well. So when I find a brand, whether it's an Amazon fashion brand or a premium fashion, a designer brand like this, if it, you know, within reason as far as budget, if it's something that I'm gonna wear on so many different occasions with so many different outfits throughout many different seasons and years, then I am more inclined to make a second purchase, right? So building that trust with brands is wonderful, especially when something really fits you well. And I really like Vince. This is one of our designer pieces of the day. I also have my frame denim jeans tagged, and then we have all Amazon fashion pieces, right? But the idea here is to give you some inspiration for how to really, you know, to put together an outfit that is true to that 70-30 model, where you have 70% of your stuff is maybe more budget, and then you also have these splurgy pieces. So I am all about, you know, a great deal, and I love some of my more budget-friendly Amazon pieces. We've done so much of that on this show. But I'm also going to tell you, hey, this is definitely a splurgy piece, this gorgeous satin top, but you're gonna wear this so much. You're gonna wear this so much. You can wear this every single season of the year, and it is so high quality, so therefore I could justify spending what it's priced at now, which is like just under 200, right? So there are a lot of things that go into my decision as far as, am I going to be splurging on this item? But mainly it's, how many times am I going to wear this, and is it high quality, right? Is it built to last seasons, as well as as trends, right? We don't do, everything here is always updated and for 2026. I will never, I love to look in style on trend, but we don't do fleeting trends. We do timeless looks that are never gonna go out of style, right? You could wear anything on this carousel and look like you just stepped off of a runway. Next season after that, doesn't matter. And that's the beauty of classic chic style. And that's why I am such a fan. So what a stunning top. Look at the little buttons here. This is that deep blue color. And I just have it tucked in ever so slightly. It has a nice length to it, nice little V here. I'm going to wear this with so many different things. White pants, white jeans, dark jeans, light jeans. It is the gift that keeps on giving, and it's such a polished addition to my wardrobe, right? My style always adheres to that classic chic, timeless kind of heritage inspired style, right? That's where I draw my inspiration. But I also love to have new pieces that are updated for today that are so easy to build a wardrobe, right? Fast fashion is over. And remember that. It used to be, this whole shift has happened, right? In the past 5 years or so, 5-10 years, where online shopping has really revolutionized how we make purchases, especially with women's fashion, right? It used to be that you had to have a very big budget to have a very big closet. And now I see it to be almost flipped, right? You could have a very big closet, but a very low budget, right? So that's not what we do here. We are strategic and smart about our purchases and very thoughtful. Anybody could have a lot of stuff. Not everybody could put things together into a really, really elevated socialite wardrobe look, right? So that is everything that I style here. Again, I always do outfits for that reason. I know that it's really fun to do hauls where you get a little bit of everything, but my philosophy stands true to just kind of how I go into my closet every day. I don't like having a ton of stuff. It kind of overwhelms me. I don't find it to be helpful to have too many options. The best way to avoid the I have nothing to wear dilemma, which is for everyone, whether you're a live shopping host like me or not, every single woman constantly is going into their wardrobe, their closet, and saying, I have nothing to wear. So this show really does try to combat that. Right. All right. So, okay, I guess this one is like, I'm seeing $1.60 over my $200 cap. Yesterday it was a little bit lower, I think. But again, depending on the color and the size, and of course, join Prime member, be a Prime member, you'll get lots of extra benefits. So yeah, it's a little bit over, apologies. But here we have it. So this was one of my purchases at the beginning of this year. I just moved to a new city, and it is more casual in St. Pete, so I'm just grabbing my little water. It's more casual in St. Pete. Again, hi, I'm Hailey, I'm your host, and I just moved to St. Petersburg from Palm Beach, right? The ultimate socialite destination. And Palm Beach is so dressy, and St. Petersburg is still a city, so it's elevated, but it's a lot more laid back, which I love. It's definitely more of a personality match for me right now. So knowing that, I had to kind of switch up my wardrobe, and right now I'm in that process still of circulating through my wardrobe. I haven't done it as much as I really should, where I need to like pull out all of my super formal dresses that are not serving me anymore, sell them, donate them, whatever it is, give them away, and then replace them with pieces like this. So this pair of jeans, I said, all right, I'm moving to a new city that's more casual. What am I going to be wearing the most? It's not going to be super fancy party dresses like Palm Beach is, right? Where you go out on a Tuesday night and you could wear something that is, like an Oscar de la Renta frou-frou dress, right? It's very formal. So I said, all right, I want something I'm going to get a lot of use out of, that is also appropriate for my new city, that's comfortable, that's in style, but also timeless and elegant. So here's my little splurgy piece. And I bought another pair of designer jeans, actually 2 other pair of designer jeans by the Page ones that we all love so much. So a great investment, right? And that's how you build a wardrobe. You have to just be really thoughtful. So before you do that kind of impulsive add to cart, checkout move that we are all so guilty of, just take a second, take a breath, and think about your wardrobe. Do I have things to mix and match this with? Is it really worth it? I'm gonna get a lot of wear out of it, right? So the same blouse that I'm wearing, tagged here in white. I have mentioned this a couple of times now. It will vary depending on the color and of course Prime membership, etc., and location. So just knowing that, I wanted to tag the white one because you guys know I'm super obsessed with a classic white button down, and we've done a lot of that with 100% cotton tops. That is an elevated basic. That is that Socialite, how to look expensive on a budget uniform, right? So here it is, same shirt that I'm wearing, but tagged in white, just to give you kind of a little bit of an idea. I'm gonna pull this up here on my Fire TV, so fun, select options. Yeah, so I'm wearing the size extra, extra small, and it's nice and oversized here. So you're gonna get a little bit of a roomier feel, which I love. So again, this product that's tagged now, it's the same shirt that I'm wearing, but in white, right, for that classic chic uniform. All right, so it comes in black, comes in fawn, off-white, and then the shirt that I'm wearing is the color Twilight, that rich, dark navy. Let's just, yeah, which is the first one tagged. Again, hi, I'm Hailey. Use that chat and say hello. I will style you head to toe. This is so silky smooth. I love it. And every single color, oh wow, the sizes are great. They go up to extra large, large, medium, small, extra small, and extra, extra small. So for my petite girls, take a look at the extra small. And you could kind of size down or take your regular size, because it's going to have, look, see how it is? You're going to have a little bit of room here to move, and that's the design of it. Just super sleek and elegant. I actually, it's funny, when I was, so I bought this is my birthday gift to myself, right? And when I was first looking at it, I wanted the color white. I wanted to get it in white because I thought, you know, this is a little bit splurgier for me, and I want to make sure that I get the most use out of it. But it was not available at that time in the extra, extra small, in the size that I wanted. So I decided, I said, all right, well, let's just try the navy. Let's just see. And I am so happy with it. So this is a beautiful designer piece. How great is Amazon fashion that we get to check out in one cart? We could have dog food, under eye cream, and a designer top by Vince. So super sleek and elegant. Again, justifying price points by saying how much use am I going to get out of this, right? So really pretty here. Beautiful fabric blend as well. Look at that. And you could kind of style it up. You could go one button here, right? You could do whatever you want here. And this is going to be such a beautiful spin on your classic black color, or our go-to white, right? And again, if you're thinking, if your budget allows, you know, I always encourage my shoppers to get the outfit. That's what we do here. So look at this color match. I mean, I actually did not plan this. I did not plan this top to be a perfect match with the frame denim jeans, but here's the trick. So you guys know, I'll get to you in 1 second, Lisa, I see you. So here's the trick. I always talk about building a capsule wardrobe, right? And why it's so important to choose colors like navy, white, or a nice, like a neutral color, or black. It's because when you go to those colors, it's going to naturally and seamlessly, without any really thought that you're going to put into it, any strategy, you're going to build a capsule wardrobe. You're going to build a very rich aesthetic. because you're going to have more pieces in the same colors that are going to create that very expensive aesthetic, right? So a style tip for you guys, if you could go monochrome, all white, all off-white, all navy, all black, it's going to elevate any outfit you're wearing, whether it's a designer top and designer jeans like I'm rocking now or not. That is a great, great, great thing to always remember, right? So something to remember. All right, Lisa, my first comment. Hello, welcome back. Love the shape and the fabric is stunning. Thank you so much. And you know, I just think it's such a great price for what you're getting here. And I just think it feels so good. And that's the cool thing about fashion, right? Fashion is not supposed to be painful. Fashion is supposed to really reflect your personality and your personal style, but it should make you feel even better, right? So you have a mood of the day, and when you put on your clothes, fashion is supposed to elevate any mood, and that's the truth, right? It's supposed to make you feel great. If it doesn't make you feel great, don't buy it, don't wear it, because that will show, Again, I'm Hailey. This is My Chic Style Live here on Amazon Fashion for you guys to join here on Amazon. So we're gonna do like a little bit of an outfit switch too. I'm gonna go through some of my beautiful blazers. I have some new blazers for you guys and some nice classic white t-shirts. So I'm gonna just show you here. This is a new purchase. Oops. Here we go. So I'm gonna move to these tops here. I'm gonna just do a quick little outfit change. So don't go away. Just give me one moment here. Actually, you know what I could do? I'll pull up my little dictionary here. Hi, Jennifer. It kind of reads, it's actually not black. It's twilight. It's called twilight, but it's a navy blue. It is so pretty. But yeah, it's like the color of my jeans, right? It's super dark. It's almost black, but it's not. So it's less harsh. I adore that color. I'm glad you liked it too. Don't go away, guys. I'm just putting on my classic new white t-shirt. Okay. Welcome back, Jennifer. Hi, everybody. All right, and then save that little screenshot for later. We're gonna circle back to it too. Oops, okay. All right, little transition from a designer top to now a nice value pack. So the quiet luxury, expensive aesthetic is achieved through elevated basics, right? Hold on, let me just get this here now. Hi, Jennifer. You like the cream? Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Yeah, I mean, it's a good go-to, right? So I'm just gonna take, this is a nice value pack. This is my second purchase from this brand, and this is the soft cotton, and then I have the heavy cotton tagged after it. So really, really simple here. It's funny, I took, the sizes start at size small, and that actually prevented me at first from buying this because I thought, oh no, I need an extra small. But let me tell you, you want to take at least 1 to 2 sizes up because I am. These earrings are tagged. These are Amazon luxury stores. I have 2 pairs of pearls, right? The ultimate Socialite wardrobe staple. Nice pair of pearls, right? Just to make every kind of look pull together in that really elegant, classic way. So yeah, I have a splurgy and a more affordable, but both really, really great that I wear all the time. And if you want me to go ahead to them, I'm always happy to do that and move forward or backwards. All right, so yeah, with this top, I highly encourage you to look at the size chart. They feel great after every single wash, and this is my second purchase from this brand. But I do think that they, I just kind of like pull it down here just to stretch it out a bit. Just a nice budget-friendly staple, right? So the key to looking expensive, on a budget is to have elevated basics, which is high quality basics like I'm wearing to then layer, right? And we're gonna add more to that. So just kind of going back here, I have my little dictionary. I hope this is helpful. If it's not, let me know. I won't keep going back to it. But yeah, so elevated basics, what is that? Just simple items like this top that really look high end and then create that base, right? So just nice thing. I like the fit of these, and I literally wear these to bed. I wear them to the gym. I wear them to the grocery store, dog walking. And then I also use them as my base layer to create really pretty outfits. And so the comparison here, same brand, but this one is a heavier cotton. This one is a softer cotton. And look, I'm not gonna do too much on this, but I thought it was interesting because this was something for me to educate myself on. Both are great, but the heavier cotton might be a good fit for right now. It doesn't feel heavier in the sense of weight or warmth, but it's just a bit more structured. So depending on how you like your basics to look and feel, you have two options, same brand, same size chart, both I absolutely love and swear by. It's funny, people are really particular about their go-to cotton basics, right? These are basics that people get very attached to and loyal to, right? So maybe I'll get you to change your mind or try a new one, but I like this. I think the price point is unbeatable. And of course, as we layer things, we wanna make sure that we're always going with pretty much 100% cotton, right? All right, so here's our outfit. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use the white t-shirt as our go-to staple. So how to look like a socialite, how to look rich on a budget, here you have it. Here is your uniform. Your uniform is a nice pair of jeans, a crisp, white, fresh t-shirt or a white white button-down collared shirt, layered underneath, a super cool in-style trending blazer, right? This is the wardrobe, and you could build off of this, and you can, recreate it in different ways, but here's that uniform. So adding a blazer will automatically elevate any look. There's something about a nice blazer that just screams expensive, polished, and refined, right? So you have a nice fitted cotton basic, Amazon, with a really cool in-style trending blazer. And that's all you need to do. And then put on a nice pair of point toe booties, like a short little boot. That would be cute for right now. We've done a lot of that. If you go to my storefront, I have tons of recommendations. Cool little boot or a nice little kitten heel, cool flat, fun pair of sunglasses, little hat, nice little pearl earring, and you're done. You don't even need to worry about the accessories as far as a belt and bright bracelets, right? Just keep it simple, right? That's the key here. So that socialite expensive wardrobe is only accomplished when you can get yourself out of the over-styling mode. And I know that doesn't really make sense, but over-styling takes us away from that quiet luxury Carolyn Kennedy look, right? We want to keep it super, super polished and super clean as far as how we're adding layers, right? So don't overdo it with the makeup, hair, jewelry, nothing. Don't have to add a belt. This is the outfit. This is a great look for you guys. Yeah, it has that equestrian feel, Jennifer, which is that Ralph Lauren heritage idea, right? Ralph Lauren was inspired by Hermes, which is that like iconic heritage brand. Rookie King, looks like you are ready to do a corporate takeover. Interesting. So this blazer is a little bit oversized on me, only because it's one size up from my regular, and it also is supposed to be oversized. So I have another blazer that will kind of offset that. Right now we're always seeing blazers. They're always in style, they're always trending, but we're seeing a lot of them, and yeah, it does kind of read equestrian chic, but for a reason. And yeah, you could wear this to work, but I don't. I wear this more to brunch with my girlfriends. This is like your go-to elevated look. But that corporate idea that you're saying, Rookie King, that's the look, right? So when we think of workwear, we're thinking put together, we're thinking tasteful, timeless, and that's the aesthetic we're accomplishing here, right? So pulling on that, but obviously you're not gonna wear jeans and a t-shirt to work. If you do, I wanna know what you do, because that sounds like a really cool, chill office environment. Or maybe it's just casual Friday, I don't know. I grew up on the North Shore of Long Island in Oyster Bay. Think Great Gatsby, right? Very, very preppy, very like the home of socialites, yeah. And I then went to NYU for undergrad and for grad school. I spent about a decade in Manhattan. So that classic city look, that New York City girl wardrobe, it's always a blazer. It's always a cool blazer, whether it's a little bit oversized like this or more fitted. That's the uniform, right? So a super comfortable blazer, or sorry, super comfortable, nice, lost my train of thought. Super comfortable, very, very budget, white tee, awesome pair of super comfortable jeans, and then you throw on that blazer. So the blazer is where I say that's where you want to spend, right? So the blazer is something that you just want to really grab and go constantly, versus, you know, a t-shirt. And a lot of people spend, you know, $200 on a t-shirt. There are, right, like the Rag and Bone, and even Vince has some very expensive t-shirts that look that we're going for right now. And people are obsessed with them, and they say that they're worth the spend. And I'm not saying that they are not, but for me, I'm trying to decide how I'm going to be more thoughtful with my budget, because I'm honestly, guys, I'm on a really strict budget. And if you are too, then you're in the right show, right? So I have to decide where am I going to spend and where I'm going to save. And I love just like a nice classic piece, like, you know, nice classic little t-shirt, because then you could spend a little bit more on a cool blazer, right? So just kind of being more thoughtful about that so that you could be better with your budgets, right? So this is a beautiful coat. I love it. It has that Burberry quiet luxury feel, super in style and trending all over the tabloids right now. We've done a lot with this coat, and I am like, I know we're in April, and I know a lot of us are not buying warmer knits right now, but I feel like, you know, it's kind of the last of that happening right now, so I had to like kind of put it on for one of it before we take it back, bring it back for fall, winter, right? And that is what investing in quality pieces does, right? And then, of course, we have our new tweed blazer. OMG, this is our first. Promos are on. Look at this, guys. So you are getting an extra 15% off. This is not shared with anybody else but you. And you guys know I have, you know, I'm on social, I have a website, the whole thing. You guys could find me. But I did not share this promo code with anybody else because I really love to give my live shoppers exclusives, right? So this is my live shoppers only exclusive 50% off, which I really love. So thank you to our new brand partner who did this. I said they sent me these beautiful new pieces, and I was like, any chance you could give me like a promo code to give my gals? They were like, yeah, sure, here you go. I was like, awesome. Always looking to get you guys a little bit of an extra steal here, right? A great price, 15% off or not. We love this. So this beautiful blazer debuted on my show on Tuesday, and I have 2 additional new pieces that are gonna be on my next Tuesday show, by the way. So yeah, all right, so I'm messing with this neck a little bit. So I wanna make sure that it's not, yeah. So look, I think that with this one, we're gonna have to do a more like a V kind of t-shirt, just so that it doesn't take away from that beautiful neckline, right? So look how stunning this is. I'm gonna use these little buttons here. Okay. So next time we do this, I'll wear a proper tee. But I think it's, you know, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not opposed to it, but maybe that Amazon Essentials boat neck top that we love. All right, so here you have it, another look with the same frame denim pants here, same little white tee, two different blazers for you guys to take a look at. And this one, that tweed is so beautiful and it's such a stunning aesthetic. And this really, to me, screams like Chanel, right? Very Dior, very, very pretty. Little pockets here, just keep those as is. Love this. So any kind of pair of jeans that you have, this is gonna look great. And I paired these with white pants last time. It's just such a stunning go-to. I love it. Awesome. Okay. Just doing a little thing here. All right. Cool. All right, so come to Amazon Live, where everything is shoppable so easily here. I love that. Hit that follow button and use that chat. I'm gonna go through the fabric on this in a moment. Just trying to, all right, cool. Awesome. Okay. Cool. All right, now another 15% off deal that I have for you guys here. All right, we have this beautiful dress. Now I did this on my Tuesday show. I opened the show with this. It's so beautiful, and we're gonna talk about it. So let's see here. I have a little guide. All right, so two new pieces by my new brand partner. All right, so let's talk about fabrics. You guys know I'm obsessed with fabrics, and fabrics tell a story. So the blazer is a nice premium blend. The shell is 30% wool, which is that classic texture and warmth, 70% polyester, which is that wrinkle resistance, and the shape, it gives it shape. And it has this luxe aesthetic, right? Just beautiful. And then with the dress, we have a nice structured tweed blend, and it balances, you know, a nice high-end aesthetic with modern wearability, right? Very, very pretty, and nice and stretchy here. So you just take one size up, it won't be too bodycon. So you have a nice durable fabric here, and then you also have breathability. It's 25% cotton, which is great for, you know, so you could wear this now, and you could also wear it through the summer, 100%. And then you have the spandex built in as well, which is super nice. So high quality fabrics that are, you know, very, very reasonable and lovely. Again, if you're, you know, on Amazon Live, come to my Amazon Live so that you get that additional promo code, that additional 15% off for my Amazon Live viewers only. And if there's time, I will put this on again, because we really, really love this. It's just such a classic look, very expensive looking. I love the 3/4 little sleeve here, and very, very flattering, really lovely. Great. And then we have my other favorite dress, the little dresses here. So pretty. I have my Grace Karen dress. We've done a lot with this. When we did my vegan leather belts, we did this dress, and we kind of switched out this back tie with a nice thin waist belt, really pretty. This is very Ralph Lauren, very socialite wardrobe aesthetic here. Love that. Very pretty, classic navy. Cannot go wrong with that. Alrighty, cool. All right, so this one is a 45% off deal for you guys. Love that. I have two Grace Karen tops. We've done this one, and then we're gonna do this new release as well. Very pretty here, and I also love that you're getting a very big discount on this. Always great to have a quality piece that you could get a lot of wear out of, and then, you know, even more of a deal on as well, which is awesome. Love that. Okay, just put this here. Oops. Alrighty. I'm going to do a little try on of our new top as well. So hit claim deals now so that you could get that additional live only discount. Awesome. Okay. So we have this one here, and it's actually, if I stand back, this looks a lot better than it does like super, super close, because the pattern looks a lot busier up close than it does when you take a step back. So kind of lending itself to that monochrome look, but a little bit fun and cute here. It's really cute. So just nice little staples to have and to wear this spring and summer women's fashion. And then we're going to do a first impressions try on, which is always fun. So for my shoppers here on Amazon Live Fashion, hi, I'm Hailey. Welcome to my Chic Style Live. I have not tried this on yet. I washed it 2 days ago. Whoop. As you can see, I have not tried it on yet. What happened here? There's a little button. Great, now I got lipstick on it. Good thing it's machine wash. Oh my gosh, look at my hair. This is a live show. Crazy things happen, right? All right. Oh my goodness, Hailey. Get it together, Feldman. Okay. So look, I have a white t-shirt on underneath this. You obviously don't have to do that. So let's talk about this. So nice length here. You could wear it over the jeans, but you guys probably can already anticipate what I'm going to say. We're going to tuck it in a second. But before I do that, I'm just going to want to do the product justice. I was debating on whether or not I wanted to take my white shirt off. So look how pretty this, I love that neckline, which I'm now going to cover with my microphone. It's really pretty. And you have nice buttons here. I like this pattern. It's gonna look even better when I take a step back. So little concealed buttons here. First time try on and impressions. So the blue and white pattern, you don't really see the buttons too much. Right? It's a little bit more muted. Buttons come all the way down here. I just love this. This to me reads very chinoiserie, kind of south of France looking. I love that. And see this little detail here? See the little, it's like almost like a little pom-pom. And that goes all the way up. And then you have a little bit of a ruffle, a little bit here. This is really pretty, little elastic here so it stays in place. Eyelet. This is pretty. I love the price point on this. So as always, I'm going to do my go-to, tuck in, so that I could create some shape, right? This is what we always want to do, is highlight that small part of your body, and this is that intentional styling for that quiet luxury, rich on a budget look, right? It's all about tailoring and structure in a kind of effortless way. And if you take one thing away from this whole show, tuck it in. Always tuck it in. Always, always, always. Then you'll always look nice and defined, especially with the wide leg pant. So yeah, really pretty. Now I do want to put this on with a lighter jeans. This is not going to be the last time that we do this. I actually love this top a lot. It's cheerful, it's summery, it's elegant, it's fun, and what a great price point too. This is like, give or take under $15. We love that. A little sip of water here. Okay. Time is it? Oh, we haven't even been live for an hour. Can you believe that? Okay, hold on. Just making sure I don't have lipstick on my teeth. Awesome. Friday, everybody. TGIF. I love it. Hello. Awesome. Okay, my friends, so what a nice budget-friendly find here. This is going to be beautiful. We're going to do this with white jeans too. So hit that follow button and come back. Always beautiful in budget finds for women live here. Tuesdays and Fridays, 12:15 p.m. Yay. Hi. Hello. It's so nice to be here. It's my favorite part of my week, truly. I mean that. I love it. All right, so on Amazon Live, we have nice claim deals now, exclusive discounts for you guys to enjoy. Okay. Cool. All right. Before I move on from this, I'm gonna see if I want to, let's see. So look, you can go back to the Moroccan Claws blazer, right? So your staple pieces, and you could layer this over. So it's a little spin. Again, so taking that, right, the white t-shirt, nice jeans, blazer. White button down, nice pair of pants, blazer. Always add that blazer. That's how you get that rich aesthetic, that socialite look. So keeping that in mind, we're going to do a blue and white pattern top. So it's deviating from the exact uniform, but it's lending itself to the same aesthetic, right? So that, if you memorize that, you're always going to look amazing when you're getting ready. So you could do a little bit of a spin, right? You have a little bit of a pattern here, but everything else is nice and neutral and simple. So it's just kind of a fun way to add a little personality to your look, right? Just to give you an idea there. You have a good amount of length here too, just going back before I move on. So this is cute. You know, this one is not going to owe you anything. You could do a lot with it. You could wear it with little white shorts. It's cute. Over or under, nice roomy feel, right? So this is a nice one. I like this. You could wear this to work. You could wear it on the weekend, night out. It's a beautiful piece. Nice and bright and airy, cheerful top. I love this. Actually, this top is better for me, and this happens a lot during my shows where I will get something from a brand and I'll like it, and then I put it on and I style it with you guys here, and then I'm like, you know what, I think I like this even more. So we'll do this again. Very, very pretty. Nice details from Grace Karen. We love Grace Karen. If you're looking for more budget-friendly Amazon fashion finds, go to the Grace Karen storefront. They have a great brand. The prices are right. We've done a lot of their stuff throughout the years, and I'm very happy to have them as a brand partner. We mix well as far as our design and style philosophy. So look, cute little ruffle thing around the neck. I love that. And it's not too ruffly. The ruffles are very in style right now, but I think that, you know, they could get a little bit juvenile, right? Like a little bit, so ruffles can be difficult. They could also add weight, but this is pretty, right? It's a nice little, it's just simple, very, very cheerful. This is so French countryside to me, very cute on a budget here. Love that. Okay, just gonna put my stuff back. Awesome. Happy Friday, everybody. I'm your host, Hailey Feldman, coming to you from St. Petersburg, Florida. This is My Chic Style live on Amazon Live. So hit that follow button and say hello. Any style tips? We do a lot of live styling here. I'm happy to answer any of your questions. Wherever you're going this weekend, let's get you classic chic socialite wardrobe looking. Awesome. Okay, our second piece that we love from Vince, this is that beautiful cowl neck top. This was the first purchase that I made from Vince. Very in style right now, but also super timeless and elegant. Very, very, very pretty. And we've done this with my lighter jeans, and this is the first time we're gonna do it with the darker jean to see how it looks as far as a more evening casual socialite kind of look here. So here it is on the hanger. I'm gonna just pop off quickly. so that I can put this product on and you could see it. So take a look at everything that we've gone through already. And if you want to jump ahead or go backwards, if you want to see anything that I already showed or haven't showed yet, I know you guys don't have time to be here, maybe not for the whole show, maybe just for 5 minutes to do a quick shop, and I could be on my feet and agile. All right, cool. So yeah, what a nice staple. This is so pretty, such a classic, elegant top, right? So where to spend and where to save. This is a splurgier piece on our carousel today, but it is worth it for me because I could wear this on so many different occasions with so many different bottoms, and it makes me feel expensive, it makes me feel comfortable, and it makes me feel really elegant, right? It's just very pretty. It's very understated. It's not flashy. It's not overdone. It's not too showy, right? We're not doing a big cleavage moment. We're not doing a super tight thing. We're just letting this premium fabric fall in place the way that it should. And that's kind of the nice thing about picking a more, when you go with a very reputable designer, and Vince is one of them, right? You're going to get an easier, you're going to have an easier time with the styling, right? You're just going to have a higher end fabric, easier look. So I'm going to see let's take a step back. So here it is over the jeans. And my go-to is always to just tuck it in, just define that waist. And you have enough going on with the cowl neck, so I don't feel like you even have to accessorize with the little waist belt. I mean, you can, just keep it very simple, like a classic black or a nice like Hermes kind of saddle brown. So let's see here. It's just like a simple little style trick, right? Expensive on a budget, the Socialite quiet luxury style hack. It's all about subtle structuring, right? So just taking this beautiful top here and then just tucking it in ever so slightly really transforms the whole look, right? You see that? And it doesn't matter what weight, size, or height you are. Every woman, we all have to just tuck it in. It just immediately defines that waist, that beautiful waistline of yours, and it creates that hourglass silhouette here. So look how beautiful the draping is. Isn't that nice? I love that. My dog Scarlett just did a big little snort at me. Isn't that pretty? It's like this crepe, very, very elegant. And I did this, did I wear this with the white pants on Tuesday? I forget. But yeah, you could really do so much with this top. So this is my first splurgier piece by Vince. And then I loved it so much that I did end up getting the silk top as well. It's nice when a designer fits and feels great. That's good. And the sizes are wonderful. Is that one 15% off? No. Why is it showing that? Why does it say that? All right. So let's style it up. I'm going to go back to my tweed blazer. So we just put the tweed blazer over the white shirt and it kind of showed. So let me just, where do I have? I have a little notebook here. I want to make sure I write this down. I like to make notes because I go back at the end of my shows, and over the weekend I will be creating like little mini clips from the long live stream, and then I post them with individual products tagged on my storefront, right? That's how I continue to, it's how I keep my Amazon storefront active, right? All right, so 54 minutes in. I'm about to go to the blazer. Cool. Little note to self, right? We got to stay organized somehow in our busy lives. All right, so we're going to take this beautiful top and then we're going to pair it with a nice Amazon fashion brand new blazer, a new brand partner for you guys. So elegant. So we did the blazer with the white shirt and it was fine, but I said, oh, you know what? It's kind of the way that and again, like I'm going back to what I always tell you guys, it's how to look expensive, it's in the subtleties, right? So making sure that the neckline on your base layer does not take away from the neckline of the layer, the blazer, right? So let's see how this one looks. Still peeking out a bit, but not as bad, right? So just a nice little idea here just to add that kind of intentional styling, right? Very pretty. This fabric is so nice. I love it. Just buttoning it up here. Little step back. Very pretty. Love that. And you know, this length is great. It's really great. Fully lined as well. So a little white t-shirt, cool Vince top, and you're good to go. You can wear this anywhere and look like $1 million. Awesome. Let's see here. All right, I have a little video for you guys for our next Claim Deals Now, going back to one of my last shows. Move on to this here. All right, let's see. Oops. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Let's see how this goes. All right, how does that look? Okay. How does that look? Can you guys see it? So that's me. Oops. Oh, that's the other end. That's one. Hold on. That is this one. Silly Hailey. So we'll just play this one here. And also to meet your girlfriends after work, which I love. I love a versatile outfit. I love an outfit that you could easily style up or down for the occasion. So we're going to now cover our beautiful satin top with a 100% wool top here. It's going to change the look significantly, but it's a nice little pullover layer to keep with you. Okay. Now, when I wore this the last time on our show, I tucked it into the jeans I was wearing, because you see there's a lot of sweater here and it's meant to be oversized. So, and I'm not a huge fan of, like, this is not a good line to have, because the way that the pants come out and where the sweater falls on me, because I'm, you know, on the shorter end of things, it does not look good. See that? You're accentuating the largest part, your hips. That's just not a good idea. We can try to tuck it in. I'm not sure if we're gonna have enough, I'm not sure if the pants are gonna do a good job, but we could try to blouse this over. Let's see. So I love to do, sometimes, actually more often than not, I am on the show with you guys, like testing out different ways to style these things live, right? Yeah, I get. Okay. Awesome. So yeah, nice top. That's a little clip from one of my last shows. I love that. And then this one, I actually have this one, because this is an extra deal attached to it. I'm going to pull this up here. Okay. Again, this is from like 2 shows ago. Now, all right, so I'm actually, in this one, I'm showing, let's see. All right, showing a blazer. I think it's muted, right? Cool. So that's the same look that we've been doing, right? The same kind of idea where we have the classic white top paired with a cool blazer and a cool pair of jeans, right? So that same idea and then recreated, right? So my style tips and my advice, it's always the same uniform, but just a little bit of a different spin, right? And that's how we create really cool looks here, multiple looks that are updated but have that maintaining, you know, that have that same kind of aesthetic, right? That quiet luxury, traditional aesthetic. Really, really pretty top. I love that top so much. It's a nice one. Really, really nice. All right, let's go back to my dress here. I'm gonna go back in time a bit. Cool. All right, so we do have time, and I thought, you know what? I did this dress last time, but I think that it deserves a second look, especially because we're going into the weekend, and it's always fun to have a little dress edit to get some other looks here. Okay. And while I put this all together, get my rack back here. So this is my new piece. This has a 15% off deal attached to it. How exciting. Thank you to our new brand partner. And this is for you guys only. I've not shared this anywhere else, not on my LTK, not on my social. I may, but I may hold off for another, at least until Tuesday, because I love to, well, honestly, I want you guys to come to my shows so that you guys can hang out with me, because it's kind of, it's never fun if it's just me kind of talking. I love to chat with you guys live. It's always so much fun. So maybe I'll incentivize you. You guys know you're going to get promo codes attached almost always, right? So yeah, really, really pretty here. Wow, this is so luxurious looking and beautiful. And I love the length. I love the inseam here, stunning, falls right above my knee, which is that's the length that you want to go for that socialite look. It's not overly showy. And for my ladies that want to have a little arm coverage, you have it in this, right? So you can get that camouflage tough area that we all all of our gals, we struggle with, right? Even as many like tricep weight things that we do, it's a struggle. Let's see here. Cool. So going back to this one, I was talking about the differences with the fabrics. So let's talk about that a little bit more here. So look how stretchy this is. See that? So you have a lot of give. And that is that spandex that's built in, super nice. So it's not too tight. They do call it, they do say that it's fitted, but you could just size up and it's nice. And it's totally machine wash and it has that beautiful look at the tweed, really, really stunning. So again, we have that high-end look, but we're not spending a fortune, which is why I really love this brand. Stunning design, look at the neck. We're gonna go back to that in a second, I'll show you. Really, really beautiful here. You have nice movement in this top as well. So yeah, just a little close up here. See this little tweed fabric? And look, there's, I don't know, can you guys see it? Where you see the little sparkle of there's like a hint of silver in it. I don't know if it's reading well, because I have little at-home studio lights on me, but it has a bit of, this little bit of, can you guys see this? A little bit of silver weaved into the tweed. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. So just know that when you're putting your jewelry together. So this one will pull a little bit of silver, so keep it like platinum or silver plated, not like a super bright gold, and a nice pearl. Very, very, very pretty. Very expensive looking, very comfortable, and it comes in lots of different colors and sizes. And take a look at how this moves, nice and beautiful. And here's this collar is what makes it, for me, look very expensive. See the collar detail in the back? And it could flip up, which I made the mistake of not putting it down in my last show. But yeah, so just make sure it's flipped down. Isn't that pretty? Very nice detail, very nice. And of course, this is, depending on prime shipping, etc., this is under like $85, $90, which is really, really great. I'm just gonna pull this up here so we can take a look. So this is 15% off for you guys only. All you have to do is click that little extra 15% off. All right, we're gonna click select options. All right, so the classic black, let's see the black one. Oops. Yeah, the black is really pretty too. I know a lot of my gals love black. Plaid, white, really pretty. Let's see. I know I could pull it up even more. See full details. Can you guys see it in the background? Yeah? Okay. Oh, I'm already on their product page, yay. Product description is here, and I love to do that with you guys live. So nice boat neck, bodycon, not if you size up. Wedding guest sheath dress. The sheath dress was made very famous, Jackie Kennedy, right? That kind of Parisian chic wardrobe. So bodycon and sheath to me is a little almost opposing. Just take one size up from your regular and I think you'll be good to go. So you could see it's not, when I think bodycon, I think of like Hervé Leger bandage dress. I mean, this is fitted, but so if you do take your regular size, just know that you may want to get one of them in your regular and then one size up. This is my regular size and I like it. So it's very classy, this design, right? It's very classy. So just don't be totally thrown by the bodycon in the title. Okay, so dinner, birthday, wedding guest, graduation, night out, brunch. This is just so timeless and elegant. Premium tweed fabric, right? That beautiful weave. That's a very Chanel looking fabric, right? So we're going for that Dior aesthetic while remaining way in budget here on Amazon Fashion, which is what I do on my shows, right? Really pretty. So you guys could see the back here. Super stretchy. I'll show you. Watch this. Like stretchy. So if you're walking upstairs, you're not going to have to worry about it. I love that. And just nice fabric here. Really just stunning. I love this. So it says modest, sophisticated, classy. Okay, I love that. I don't find this to be modest. I think it's just like a statement of, expression. I want to be timeless, elegant, sophisticated, sexy, gorgeous, but not overshowing, right? And that is the key to that socialite rich aesthetic. Okay. Totally machine washable. Just I wouldn't put it in the dryer. Just like let it dry overnight. That's what I did, just to for a little bit more wear, right? Yeah. So this little note about product descriptions and product pages. Make sure that they're really rich and they have a lot of information. That's a good sign on Amazon Fashion. When they don't, when you still have questions on the product page, it's not something that I recommended, then it might be something to save later and then come to me on my next show and be like, hey, Hailey, I found this. What do you think? And I'll help you. But just a little note about Amazon Fashion there. All right, little colors I could pull up. So here's the plaid. It's going to pull up here. And of course, mine is the classic white, really pretty. Very nice sizing too. And 15% off for my viewers. Yay, love that. Okay. Oh, we still have jewelry and shoes to get through. Almost forgot. All right, I'll do a little hydration here. Okay. Oh, good. Yeah, I find that my shows are getting more and more educational, right? I think that it almost feels like a raison d'etre for me. I get a lot of brilliant shoppers on my show, and I find that there are commonalities, even from the women that I style in person. The same struggles are had. So I love to say, all right, look, if you could buy something, great. Obviously, you guys know like that supports the show and keeps me here, keeps me alive and active. But even more so, if I could teach you something, if you could go and be more educated or more thoughtful in your purchase decisions, then I'm going to have you come back for more, right? So it's all about that trust. And I'm just so personally against like fast fashion when it was in style, and people were doing hauls, and I know that that's still trending, but this show is not that. So I'm happy that, and I think that with the Carolyn Kennedy show, people have really started to embrace that kind of timeless, elegant look more so now than in recent history, right? Whereas like if you think of Jackie Kennedy, like she revolutionized that again, brought it back, and people, style icons throughout the years. So right now I think I have more eyes and attention, right? Which is great. Okay, so 2 pairs of pearls for you guys. The first are more budget friendly. I love these. You guys, if you come to my show, you always see me in like little pearls. This is them. And I've had them for so many years. They're fresh water, really pretty. So that's Socialite, kind of beautiful aesthetic. Just add a little pearl earring. Don't overdo it with any kind of jewelry or makeup or hair. Just keep it super simple. Little pearl earring will pull everything together. And then these are our splurgy investment piece. I'm just gonna take a little seat here. Hi, I'm Hailey. Use that chat and say hello. We're getting towards the end of the product carousel, but if you wanna see something that we already did, let me know. So these are on Amazon luxury stores. Oops. Has my phone been in the shot the whole time? That's so annoying. You guys have seen my phone the whole time? I'm like, I could be a bit of a perfectionist to a fault, right? Okay, so these are by Mateo, New York City designer. And he's been on luxury stores now for what, 2 years? Look at these. So when I got these, when was it, 2-3 years ago? It's for Christmas. These retailed for, I think they were like at least $100, maybe $200 less than what they're retailing for now. What does that say? They've gone up in value. So this brand has really caught on. This is your splurgy Amazon luxury stores. So Amazon is really expanding its fashion department for women, right? So we have luxury stores, which is very, very high-end, expensive designers. And they circulate throughout seasons, where Mateo has been here for years now. So I think that they're kind of a staple in luxury stores. But right now, we see Hervé Leger, Jean Vito Rossi, so it's kind of fun just to look around, and they also have luxury resale on there too. So you have luxury brands, premium brands like Vince and the frame denim jeans that we did, and then you have top brands that are highly reviewed and rated, and high quantities of purchases overall, and then yeah, on Amazon Fashion, little tutorial here. You guys know I'm obsessed with my dream pairs shoes. I cannot get out of these, and I'm thinking of buying these in the color blush. So this is like that, I think it's called beige or something, this one. But these are so comfortable. You know the expression, walk a mile in somebody's shoes? Last Saturday, almost a week ago, guess how many miles I walked in these? About 5. So walk 5 miles in these shoes. If you're good with a little heel, these are super comfortable, which I just love. And then these I bought in 2020, if you guys could believe that. What a nice find. And I put these on the carousel for the first time in probably a year. I used to do a lot more pumps at higher heeled shoes. And I still do, but not as much, because I think people really want it more comfortable, but I had to put them on with this dress, right? It is so pretty. I'm just gonna push this back here. So a little note about wearing any kind of dress that's a little bit shorter. You wanna make sure that you have a nice little lift here and a nice point toe. The point toe creates a longer leg illusion, right? Because it adds some fabric with the point versus a round toe kind of cuts you off. So I will always be in a point toe with a closed, if it's closed toe pump, right? And these really have lasted, I think for a designer pair of shoes, these are a great price point too. Really pretty here. Very Manolo Blahnik, gorgeous. But Sam Edelman, amazing brand, we love it. All right, so that is our show today, which feels quick, but okay. I always like to see which one was the winner. All right. Now, okay. We have more of our quiet luxury stuff coming up. So this is our Tuesday show. Stealth wealth is another word, another term for quiet luxury. And again, we're gonna do, everything is gonna be under $200. Women's outfits, styled live, of course, $12.15, always. Let me just make sure. Right, we have our Friday Fashion Live weekly at $12.15, always, always, for my ladies here on Amazon Fashion. Lots of beautiful pieces here. Of course, I just put on my slippers. That does not read well with this dress. So, Socialite wardrobe. I hope you got a lot of inspo here today. I'm your host, Hailey, and this is my Chic Style Live in St. Petersburg, Florida. Thank you so much for participating and for commenting. It's so nice to connect with my shoppers. And I will see you on Tuesday at 12:15 for some more amazing classic chic outfits styled. Okay, everybody, have a great weekend.